What's up, Aries? With your September love general reading. This is for the lovely sign of Aries, Aries sun, moon, rising, and Venus. This is a general love reading and may not resonate with every Aries out there. So guys, this is a general. As always in a general, roles can be reversed, energies can be reversed, and cross watchers, this very well may play out from your perspective. So please just apply it how it fits, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. So Spirit, tell me what's going on with Aries for the month of September, or when the viewer finds this video. What is the energy surrounding Aries in regards to love for their highest good and clarity? What do we need to know for Aries? Okay, Ace of Swords, the World, the Devil, Four of Pentacles, Death, Eight of Swords reverse, Temperance. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, Queen of Cups reverse, Queen of Wands, Hierophant reverse, Judgment, Five of Pentacles reverse, and Six of Cups reverse. Okay. So overall, it's very interesting energy. I feel like some of you might have unfinished business with someone. For some of you, it could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But there's definitely been a situation here that you felt very confused by. You feel like you didn't have all the answers. You know, something may have ended in chaos, or someone may have lied to you. With the World in reverse, there's been this sense of incompletion with you and this person. There's been a sense of emptiness. Part of you feels like you don't have full closure on this person. So you may have tried to, you know, make yourself have closure by your own means. With the Devil in reverse, though, I feel like you have definitely been trying to restore your life back under control. You've definitely tried to release this. But even though you have released this, part of you still feels a little attached to this. And it's like, no matter what you do, no matter where you're at, where you go, even though you have tried to move on, parts of you might still wonder about this person, or still curious about this person, and just wondering, you know, what could have been. There's this definitely sense of incompletion because there were things that were left unsaid, and there were things that were left undone. So even though you've definitely tried to, you know, you freed yourself of this, you've tried to restore control. Part of you still feels like you want answers. You want to know the truth. You want to know what happened. You want to know, you know, what the whole situation was about. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse, please. Spirit, why is this here? Please, Ace of Swords in reverse. Tell me about Aries overall. Yeah, it's like there's this person. I'm getting strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, specifically Capricorn. But there's a situation with someone that just came to a halt. I feel like you have been focusing more so on work and your career, trying to get your mind off of this. This was someone who previously was not very committal to you, who didn't put in as much effort as you did, okay? This person maybe was a little lazy, or just wanted, you know, the reward without having to put the work in. This was someone who, you know, maybe was a half-asser, you know, just put half-ass energy in things. So, you know, that can kind of be a really big issue, especially if you're dealing with an Aries, because Aries is opposite. Aries will put 100% into something that they want. But I feel like part of you is still curious about this person. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is definitely something that you wish you could improve, you know, not even to, you know, even if it's not a romantic sense, like even if you don't want the connection back with them, it's like you just want to know what they're up to. You just want to know if they're okay, or part of you misses the friendship. So you do want to improve the situation that you may have cut off or may have ended very chaotic, okay? Okay, so I feel like right now you guys are a little closed off. You know, you ended something. You've been going through your own personal transformations. And I feel like you're really selective of who you let in your life and who you are choosing not to let around you. I feel like you definitely have been concentrating on money, on your pentacles. And I feel like you've kind of been closed off to love. Some of you may have gotten a lot of, like I said, a new job offer. I try not to go so much into that in my love readings, but I also feel like some of you, others may have tried to express interest in you, or maybe give you an offer, a cup offer of emotion, but maybe you've just been so closed off. And I feel like you've been going through your own personal transformation here. You know, you ended a cycle. You've gone through a metamorphosis. And the thing is, though, I do feel like you guys are really just starting to see things from a different perspective. You know, you have given yourself freedom, but part of you is still closed off. So people are seeing you as unapproachable or not interested in them. And I kind of get that too, Aries. I see that since you guys have gone through your transformation, it's like love isn't the first thing on your mind. You have other things that you're worried about at this moment in time. Okay. Why is the Death card here? Please tell me about Aries. Tell me about Aries. Yeah, but it's like you haven't found, since you've ended something, I feel like you still haven't found that one new offer that you're interested in. You still have this sense of emotional loss. Part of you still feels a little empty, like you're missing your person. And it doesn't have to be this person necessarily. It could be that, you know, since you have cut someone out of your life or removed yourself from a situation and you're focusing on growth and change, it's like you almost don't have, you're missing having a partnership. You're missing having a connection with the person. And it's like you just, you know, even though you have a lot of offers around you, you seem to be focusing on the material world. And it's like there's someone who wants to come towards you and compromise with you, but they see that you're closed off. Clarify Ace of Cups, please. Why is this here? Yeah, it's like you haven't found the one person that you're interested in. You haven't found that one person who you view as having growth with. You just feel like there's someone who's closed off to you, or you just haven't found that one. It's like you're still searching for that one, you know. And I also feel like if you did get that energy sense that you were interested in someone, I feel like you might open up, but I feel like you're kind of closed off because you haven't felt that connection that you're seeking. Okay. So the person that you're connecting with energetically, we have the Temperance here. So it could be again, I have more Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I also have Virgo and Sagittarius. So the person that you're connecting with, I feel like they are really trying to work on themselves, taking them time. You know, very slow energy with the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest, most hardworking knight. So you guys could be connecting with someone who's very responsible, very hardworking, but also very efficient. So it's like they want to come towards you, but it's like they know they have to do it the right way. This is someone who doesn't rush in and just try to, you know, pick up on people. This is someone who really thinks things through and wants to do things the right way and not just come in and, you know, ruin something that could have great potential. So I feel like this person's in deep retrospect. With the Hermit here, this is someone who's contemplating you and they want to take their time, but they also know they have to do things the right way. And it's like their heart is being called back to you. But I don't feel like you might be connecting with this person because I feel like this person is trying to figure out how to get back into your life. And it's like they know they have to take their time. This cannot be something that can be rushed or half-assed. This is something that has to be really thoughtful and very meaningful, because I feel like they see that they can't just come towards you with anything. So it's like they know that they might get one shot with you and they don't want to ruin it. Okay? Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Who is this, please? Yeah, this is someone who's caused disappointment in your life before. It could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But this is someone who in the past has emotionally disappointed you, okay? Someone who could have been connecting with multiple people, but they're burdened by you still. They're definitely still carrying the thought of you around with them. This is someone who could be very busy at work, but this person's still burdened by how they approached you or how the situation between the two of you went down, okay? External energy, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there definitely could have been someone, for some of you, it could have been a third party situation or third energy where there was someone around them that interfered because they were dependent upon them, or there was just a lot of insecurities in this situation. So I feel like this person may have sacrificed their happiness because there were other things that they were having to work on. There could have been someone around them that was manipulative, that interfered in the connection with you, or they could have had dependents. For some of you, it could have been a mother or father of a child, or it could have been some sort of codependency. But I feel like externally there was some heavily influence here that deeply impacted the connection with you guys, okay? Clarify Queen of Cups, please. Why is this here? Yeah, see, there was a lot of, they could have had choices or confusion here. And I feel like it's almost like they may have had a lot of offers, and that could have made you feel insecure. But they could have had a lot of confusion around them and a lot of things they had to take care of, okay? Obstacles, we have Queen of Wands. So I feel like, you guys may have put your foot down. I definitely feel like this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Obstacles that you maybe got tired of it. You got sick of this. Enough was enough. You got the confidence to walk away. You got the courage to walk away. And I feel like you guys may have, in a sense, I feel like you, Aries, may have ended this, or you walked away because you saw this person was kind of going back and forth, kind of wishy-washy, not putting in their full effort. And so I feel like this is the reason why they're burdened, and they're really trying to do things the right way, because they know if they come towards you one time in the wrong way, you will never entertain them again. You will never give them a minute of your life. Clarify Queen of Wands, please. Why is this here? Yeah. And so things are definitely in balance. For you could have been drinking. This person could have been drinking. But with the Temperance in reverse, things just got really extreme and there was a lack of balance. So I feel like you maybe cut it out. Okay. How this person feels about you, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So this person knows that they cannot approach you the same way as someone else. They have to take a new approach. They can't do things a traditional way. This person knows that you're not going to accept just any excuse. You're open to talk to them, but you're not going to just accept any little thing. So this person feels that you're very unique. You're very different than any of the other persons that they have connected with. And this person knows that if they were to approach you, it has to be unique or non-traditional. Clarify Hierophant, please. How does this person feel about Aries? Yeah. They know that you're a strong person, but I also feel like they're very focused on you. This is Leo energy. This person feels that you're brave, and this person also knows that you're compassionate. So I feel like they're hoping that, if they come towards you, you will forgive them. You will be compassionate and compromise with them. Okay. Going forward, we have the Judgment, Five of Pentacles reverse, and the Six of Cups reverse. So I feel like going forward, there's going to be a judgment here, okay? You're going to be doing some heavy reflecting. I feel like this person already has been. I feel like there's going to be some sort of reckoning here. There's going to be an awakening here, okay? I feel like this person's going to come towards you. And for some of you, you're going to have a choice. You're going to have a judgment call. You can either forgive this person and recover what you guys have. But for some of you, you're going to walk away from the situation entirely. You're going to move forward. You're going to completely become independent of the situation. But for others of you, you're going to have a choice if you want to, improve the situation. So there's definitely going to be an offer to compromise, and what you guys choose to do with it will definitely be different for all of you. Okay. All of you will make a different choice, a different decision. Okay. That Wind. Okay. It says excessive pressure. You seem to be under excessive pressure at this time. Try not to take on any more responsibility. Look for solutions. Change may be difficult, but it will be worth the results. Okay. So yeah, I do see that a lot of you are closed off to love because you're working on your pentacles. You're focusing on your pentacles. And so I feel like that's really kind of impeding on your love, and you don't have enough time for love. But look for solutions. Change may be difficult, but it'll be worth the results. And isolation. Now is not the time to deliberately isolate yourself from others. On the contrary, it is a time to increase your social life because it creates greater opportunity and more choices. So don't isolate yourself. It's safe to open up. Change will be good for you. Okay. Change will definitely be good for you. Angels, tell me about Aries, please. For love, tell me about Aries. So this past life relationship, you have known each other before. So that's why you guys, there's definitely like a tie here. It's like, I see you've tried to get over this situation. You have restored control in your life. You have released this person because it was chaotic, but if part of you still feels like a sense of emptiness, and it's like, no matter what you do, you can't seem to let it go. And it's also because this person's still holding on to you. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay. So it's interesting that that comes up under isolation. So, you know, it's time to disconnect the world from the world, but not your social life. I feel like it's, you know, it's okay to keep yourself private and rest when you need to, but don't isolate yourself to the point. You guys have retreated, and Spirit saying you have already pulled back from the world and you've isolated yourself. And because of that, your social life may not be where it needs to be. So I feel like you need to increase your social life and get out there and not isolate yourself. Okay. But because you guys are under excessive pressure, some of you find it so hard to make time for yourself because you could be so busy with work. Yep. But love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So put yourself out there, love yourself. Just realize that you are enough and you are exactly who you need to be and you are exactly where you need to be. Okay. Tell me about Aries, angels. It says love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And that's beautiful. And that's all about real love. I feel like true love always prevails. And just know that even though you may not realize why things happen the way they do, everything is intended for a reason and serves its purpose. So just know that sometimes when you have to walk away from a person or they have to walk away from you, you know, there's other things that they have to deal with in their own personal life. But just know that you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep going forward in your own life, in your own boat. And true love will endure. Okay. You can't stay stuck. You have to love yourself first. Okay. But if true love is meant to be, it will be. All right. So Aries, I'm going to leave it here. I wish you love and light, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, Aries.